Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015, whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the U in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Thanks for everybody that checks us out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to catch us every Friday at the Friday Fix. They were wilding out last night. We apologize. Please don't go back and watch the last episode. We can't take it down, but it's there. It's stuck there. It is what it is. It's not for you. And don't forget every Sunday, our live town hall meeting, 1 p.m. Pacific time. I had a whole bunch of sushi. I'm feeling myself. A lot has been developing about the bombing of the Tesla truck in front of the Trump Towers.
Yeah, let me go ahead and touch on that for a quick second, man.
Yeah.
Soldier who blew up Tesla at Trump Hotel left note saying blast was to be a wake-up call for the U.S. A highly decorated Army soldier who fatally shot himself in a Tesla Cybertruck just before it blew up outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas left note saying the New Year's Day explosion was a stunt to serve as a wake-up call for the country's ills, investigators said Friday. Matthew Livelsberger, a 37-year-old Green Beret from Colorado Springs, Colorado, also wrote in notes he left on his cell phone that he needed to cleanse his mind of the brothers I've lost and relieve myself of the burden of the lives I took. Livelsberger served in the Army since 2006 and deployed twice to Afghanistan. This was not a terrorist attack. It was a wake-up call. Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence. What better way to get my point across than a stunt with fireworks and explosives? Livelsberger wrote in one letter found by authorities and released Friday. Yeah. So
and then there's a part of his manifesto here. It's like, he said, time to wake up. We're being led by the weak and fickleless leaders who only serve to enrich themselves. Military and vets move on DC starting now. Militias, facilities, and augment this activity. Occupy every major road along Fed buildings and the campus of Fed buildings by the hundreds of thousands. Lock the highways around down with semis right after everybody gets in. Hold until the purge is complete. Try peaceful means first, but be prepared to fight and to get the Dems out of the federal government and military by any means necessary. They all must go, and hard reset must occur for our country to avoid collapse.
This sounds like a lot of rantings of just extremists, far right extremists, but it's becoming closer and closer to the middle of the right now with the MAGA party in my eyes.
Well, there is no more Republican party, bro. So it's the party of Trump. That's all it is now.
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah. I agree 100%. I think that, when we're looking at this, people are going to look at us and say, oh, what are you guys talking about? The Dems, blah, blah, blah. But we've talked about this numerous times on the show already. You brought it up a bunch yourself, how far the right is willing to go. It's been going on for quite a while. We have to look at the Oklahoma City bombing. You got Timothy McVeigh, was that Nichols as well? They blew up the Oklahoma City, in the federal building in Oklahoma City. Killing kids, everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, so it's our federal government. They're not willing to really do anything about it. They had the one roundup of the one group. I think we reported on that. They were in California, but that's California.
And also the guys in Michigan who were making plans to kidnap the governor.
Yeah,
these are far right. There's a lot of these people going on. January 6th. On
that too.
January 6th, man. Look how many those people there were. There's a lot of these people who are these guys are real life terrorists. Look at what's happening in what was that? Charlottesville. Look what happened down there with the guy who drove the car through the crowd. They didn't call that an act of terrorism, and it was. There was no other reason. There was no other way around it. But it's only when a person with brown skin does something in this country, which it can be considered an act of terrorism. That should have been terrorism.
When you oh no, they're fighting back.
When you're going to stop the peaceful transition of power in your country, which has never happened in our history, if that's not an act of terrorism, I don't know what is. Thousands of people flooded the Capitol. People were killed. Nowhere else is this kind of glazed over the way it is for these kind of situations for these people. The right is right now at a point to where you keep hearing nothing but violent rhetoric coming out of them. all the time, consistently. You know, about, oh, we need to, that's why they got the black flags that they drive around with. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on here that we're acting like these people aren't the greatest threat to America. Everyone's been talking about this for a very long time. No one's just wanted to do anything about it. You see them all the time, like threatening motions. When Trump was running for election, you go down to Arizona. We saw him out there. We saw him everywhere, and the trucks with the guns behind the trucks. I mean, if we don't know what that is, then we're just not paying attention to, you know, what's truly happening here in America.
Well, no, we see it. They just don't care because, you know, for us, they'll lock they'll lock us up, throw away the key. But for them, you know, saying like they know they need those groups just in case something happens here, just in case like they lose power. They still have these people on the streets.
Absolutely. Stand back and stand by.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how good it's going to be because it seemed like he's already backtracking on a whole bunch of stuff that got him elected anyways.
This is what I had brought up the other day as well about this guy. I said, look, this is no coincidence. This guy rented a Tesla truck, went to the Trump Tower and blew up the Tesla truck. And I mean, there's not like Tesla Cybertrucks are just,
that's a message.
Yeah, I knew that before this note, these alleged notes even came out.
They just did him like the 9/11 hijackers. Somehow his body's burned beyond recognition, but you found his passport. Yeah, they're like, why are all the terrorists rolling around with passports?
I wonder. I mean, are they going to be like? They said that his body was too charred to even basically be able to remove from the vehicle. Okay, so how was the passport not? Did he put this in some type of a bag to leave it somewhere so that it survived? Why would you be driving around with your passport? Why? Yeah, I think some people probably do it. Maybe it's because he's in the military. I don't know. Maybe military people do this on a regular basis.
Well, they had his passport, then they had a military ID of him too.
Okay, I can see the military ID.
Yeah.
Maybe it's burnt enough to where you can recognize what it is.
Maybe she had a baby by him. He didn't want to do it no more. She was cute though, but I mean, everyone was cute in the picture, so they opened their mouth.
This was this guy, bro. He was a Green Beret. This was this person. He decided to do this for the reasons he stated above. I don't know about all the reasons he stated above, but that's a terrorist attack. No matter what, a wake up call. So now you guys can give America wake up calls. What if people who come from the Middle East or wherever else they want to come from, when we call them terrorist attack, what do you think they're trying to do? They're trying to present a wake up call to us too. Like, hey, stop doing this shit in our countries, but it's all terrorism. When you look at it from,
well, I mean, especially like you go to the Middle East, think about it. They're like, oh, they're terrorists. I'm like, you're in their country though. You're the terrorists.
I mean, they're insurgents. They're insurgency in their country. I mean, hey, we would be considered insurgents here if we fought back. That's basically what they're saying. But it just, to me, man, like I say, I think this is showing the degree that these guys are willing to go to quote unquote take their country back. And this is. I mean, it's been
well, I mean, that's what you need to look like. Everyone else needs to look at this, and like, you know, people on the left, they just basically bitch and complain. Oh, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's talking about murder, and Christmas is a pagan holiday and this and that. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Okay. They're on stolen land, but they took it. You gonna do something about to get it back? Nah, you just gonna sit there and bitch. At least these people are like, look, we're about to lose the country. We already took over. So we're ready to burn this bitch down. That's how you should be. Are you about your freedom or you're not? It's America, bitch. This ain't some where you sit and complain. Because what happened? You sat and complained for 2-3 years. And now what happened? They took it right back from you. Right back from you. The people tried to overthrow the government. You didn't lock nobody up, and they took it right back because you're weak and you ain't bout your shit. These people are. They bout it. So either you're going to get in line or you're going to be the resistance. And the resistance, I don't trust half the people because y'all going to turn around anyways and be like, hey, I was a Trumper the whole time. I voted for him. You know, because you can fit the description to be in there. The rest of us can't. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy that blew up the truck, he sent a message, and there's going to be more messages sent as soon as they start bringing in more robots, as soon as it comes to profit, and they're going to bring in more immigrants. Because like I said, I've said it before, and I'll keep repeating it. We were promised 20 million people are going to leave this country. 20 million illegal or legal immigrants are supposed to get kicked out of this country, and we're supposed to get their jobs, their homes, and our life's supposed to be better. That's what you promised. Ain't no H1N bringing people in because you're think about it. You're paying somebody $70,000 out this country where you should be paying us 120. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You're shortchanging the American people. Yep. You told me 20 million people gonna get out this country. You told me $1,000 a pop. I've been hitting the gym regularly trying to catch them people. I'm working out now. Tackle them.
I definitely
no, senor.
I definitely see where this is all heading right now. It just seems to me at this point in time that they're going to try to make this seem like some type of I won't say they won't make it seem patriotic, but that he gave his life in order to shed light on a situation. But I don't think the news will even be able to paint this any kind of way other than what it is. Because if they do, it just doesn't look good. Even for like Fox News, they couldn't paint this out to be anything different than what it was, because it just wouldn't look good for them, no matter what. This is a far right. Like if he's willing to take this kind of a message, what's the next guy going to do? Period. Is the next guy going to try to knock off one of those? Because this is basically telling them that, hey,
and they're not going to use a Tesla truck.
Like, hey, you guys are not holding up your end of the bargain. You said you were going to do these things right here that D-Mac was basically just talking about. You said you were going to
use a Cybertruck. They're not. They'll use a Tesla this time, because the Cybertruck didn't get the only thing that stopped what it was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Think about it. If he used a Tesla, bro, with that much explosion in it, that building would have been.
It probably couldn't hold as much as he did actually use. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it. No, it exploded up. Think about it. If it was because it didn't stop it from going out. If it would have went out, all those people in the front, that one guy that had time to run, he would have been dead. Everyone in the waiting area for the hotel, all that would have been gone.
They said he shot himself I think he got shot in the chest.
He shot himself in the chest?
Or something. That's just what I was hearing.
So I'm
like,
shot himself in the chest.
That's not even like a kill shot. Maybe if you shot yourself directly in the heart or something like that.
Maybe he was already dead before the Cybertruck even got there. You can take the Cybertruck and drive that yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's probably self-driving, right?
I don't know. Probably more than likely has some type of self-driving feature.
That's crazy. But I mean, no one has any footage of it.